Hey, good morning. It's Friday, May 19th, and we're here to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. A little bit unusual today because we're doing back to back solves. I had a really unsatisfying fail yesterday. I tried to solve the Thursday puzzle. You may have watched the video, didn't even come close. It left me deeply unfulfilled, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so I decided to do a Friday solve. Today's puzzle is constructed by David Distenfeld, whose name I have seen before, so perhaps less of a curveball than yesterday's puzzle by, what was it, Kieran Padley, I think. Anyways, repping the Celtics again today. We got game 2 tonight. Really hoping for a better outcome this time. This Celtics team is dead set on making me lose my mind. So, anyways, looking forward to a nice weekend. It's going to be pretty yucky weather here in the mountains. May is called this mud season here because it's pretty muddy. So, gonna watch basketball, do crossword puzzles. Let's do it. Subject of the first YouTube video to reach 10 billion views. Wow, that's a lot of views. A fall follower. Why didn't I think of that? Nominated, say. No matter what. The luncheon on the grass painter. I bet this is either Manet or Monet, would be my guess. What often comes with a spoiler alert? And it feels like fruit for some reason, but Autobahn abbreviation is probably kilometers per hour. California winemaking county is Sonoma County. Fished with traps, perhaps, is eeled, like fished for eels. A one-handed putback shot is it's like a lay-in, one-handed putback shot, a tip-in. One of a record 2,297 for Hank Aaron for short. It's going to be an RBI. Observe the end of Yom Kippur. I think that's just eat. I think that just means fasting has ended. Use blank signal. Street sign for bikes. Use blank signal. I was thinking this was use turn signal, but obviously not. A healthful kind of cereal. Thinking like muesli or kashi or something, but those don't fit. Quickly, quaintly. Nobody knows this little something. Amazing. Disgust. It parallels the radius, so that's the ulna. I've broken both my radius and my ulna on my right arm and had a bunch of surgery, so I've seen way too many x-rays of that part of my body. A sales sign meaning act now. Trow contents. Comedian Wong. That's Ali Wong. I can never remember if it's ALI or ALY. Series finale. Could that be like nth? Series finale. Something that may be found near a hem. Grant. Like allow. Could also be like admit. Enemy of Lord Farquaad. That's Shrek. Do you mind? Much of Def Jam Recordings' output is rap. Russell Simmons, iconic music figure, founded Def Jam. Home to Timbuktu is, I believe that's in Mali, in Africa. Bearded bovine. It's not a yak, which was what first came to mind. Hot dog, perhaps. Singer blank Lori Blue Adkins. So like Adele. I bet this is Adele. What's left when kids go to college is empty nest. Stalk, maybe. You try not to rub people the wrong way. It feels like masseuses. Masseuses? Is that spelled right? Might have to do some editing, tweaking there, but I think that's probably something like that. It's not one's best performance. It's not one's best performance. Someone Lang on Howard Stern. Lang. Like Artie Lang? Is that a person? Entire essence. Christmas party game. Place for pen pals. That's probably a sty, like a pigsty. English inventor Benjamin. I have no idea what that is. Embrace. Embrace. Sends on. Like reships. At it. This northeast, or pardon me, northwest corner of this puzzle, I think, is going to give me a lot of trouble. This feels like kitty cat, maybe. Didn't I think of that? This is probably great idea, right? Great idea. Embrace, like adapt. What is this? Something shark? Subject of the first YouTube video. Baby shark. Is that right? Baby shark? Oh yeah, B game. Okay, so I'm gonna say this is baby shark. All right, well that can help me out in that northwest corner. I'd say this is probably Artie Lang. At any rate, at any cost, at any cost, I bet. Artie comes with a spoiler alert. Oh, milk. Be all okay. Yankee swap. That's a Christmas game. Word after other or rather. Other than, rather than. And that works with Manet, which is good. Student's spot. Government facility in most world capitals except Washington. U.S. Embassy. This is probably a thud. Follower. Student spot, honor, roll. Nominated, chose. Come on. Yeah, okay. Person held for questioning is a detainee. Contemptuous glance. Use something signal. PED signal. Contemptuous glance, like a side. Side eye. Could that be a side eye? This is ped crossing. Maybe. Result of getting sideswiped. Perhaps. Sideswiped. It's not a dent, which is what first came to mind. Ruined city in Jordan is Petra. I believe Petra is where they filmed like those, like in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the cool place at the end. It's like carved into the rock. I think that's Petra. Something parents might give a teenager, colloquially. The talk. That's a nice bit of fill. I like that. Bran cereal. Its offerings end around 2 p.m. Brunch menu. Everyone loves brunch. Draw into a private conversation that's like pull aside, maybe. This is quickly, quaintly. Post haste. Aha. It's like, oh, now I see. Like, oh, now I see. Don't like that one. Key ring is an atoll in the ocean. This is sweet. Where you might order tamago or tabiko. This is sushi bar. Sweet. Sideswipe. Oh, sideswipe. That's a good one. That's like a date, like if you swiped on Tinder or something, a dating app. Discuss, repulse, nursery buys. What is this? Sale sign meaning act now. Today only. Today only. Where are we? Pots. Series finality. Series finale. Pardon me. Certain display at a natural history museum is a diorama. First rate is A1. Gets bent out of shape is warps. Gushes. Raves. Renee something. It must be Elise, right? Garments worn with decorative purses must be kilts. My buddy Roddy is Scottish and he wore a kilt to his wedding. Roddy McPherson. Can you guess he's Scottish? Is it okay? Related. Bison. Told. Snoopy and Sylvester are pets. This must be Daredevil. Wow. 10:07. Wow. If I had just like gone a little tiny bit faster, I would have broken the 10-minute mark, which is pretty significant. 10:07 for a live solve Friday. That's great. That makes me feel a lot better about my fail yesterday. So, yay! I can go into the weekend feeling good about things. Maybe that'll help the Celtics out tonight, so that they won't arrive with their B game, which seems to be a pattern with them. Baby Shark, I'm shocked to find out has 10 billion views and is that popular. Like, I guess, I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever seen that video. I'm aware of it, but great idea. Just kind of like, there's some generic stuff. Great idea at any cost. Is it okay? Oh, now I see. I don't know. There's just like some of this stuff. I wouldn't have chose if I had my druthers. Monet, I mean, real bummer for Monet and Mane that they have almost the same name. Like, must be a real hindrance to your legacy, right? It's just like, I don't know which one's Chris Evans and which one's Chris Helmsworth. Doesn't really matter. But it's a bummer for them that they're both named Chris at the same time. You know, is that a good? Is that relatable? Does that tie into this? No. Kilometers per hour, Sonoma County. I'd love to visit there. Sonoma, Napa, that whole Northern California wine region. I guess more central than northern, but looks lovely. Yield, tip in. Hoping to see a few of those from my boy Robert Williams tonight. RBI, Hank Aaron, great. Eat, Ped, Brand, Post Haste. There's a lot of junky stuff in here. Like, this was a quick, smooth solve. Nobody knows this little rose. That's pretty catchy just as a title. I don't know the poem, but I hate this. Amazing, so sweet. Like, I hate this kind of like, I don't know, slangy. What is like dialect? Like, just doesn't really work for me. Today only, slop, alley, etc. A lot of stuff we see regularly. Def Jam, I mentioned, like, really changed. I mean, they're the reason that rap, I think, took off, really. Timbuktu, like, I recently listened to this Fall of Civilizations podcast, which talks about ancient civilizations disappearing, and they refer to Timbuktu as, and it's just like, it became synonymous with the farthest away place in the world, right? I mean, it's just like the most remote. From wherever you're likely to be having this conversation, Timbuktu is probably the hardest place to get to, which is quite a thing to be known for. Daredevil, we got great, I'm thinking Ben Affleck movie. I'm thinking Evel Knievel, like, nice bit of Phil. Adele, Lori Blue Atkins. I feel like I knew her name was Adele Adkins, and that's why that kind of rang a bell. Empty Nest, great, crappy TV show, sitcom in the 90s, terrific. Artie Lang, I don't really know anything about. Yankee Swap, that's a fun one. That's a nice bit of film, probably one of my favorite bits of fill in this. Reships I hate. Um, just blah. Kitty cat, sure, why not? Honor roll, U.S. Embassy. I don't know, just kind of like blah. A few of these left me saying, "Come on." Side eye, I like. That's a good one. And contemptuous glance, like I don't know, that's well clued, and I think it's a nice bit of fill. Petra, as I mentioned, that's cool. If I were still blogging about these puzzles, I would certainly do a feature about Petra with some cool photos. The talk, I like that. That's we can all relate. Brunch menu, as I mentioned, that's just a crowd pleaser. Brunch, who doesn't love getting drunk during the day? It's just the best. Pull aside. Oh, now I see. I mentioned, I'm not a fan of that kind of fill. Atoll, sushi bar. So there's a lot of, and diorama is funny. Like I feel like I hadn't seen this word in forever, and then we just saw it. Was it like yesterday? I don't know. I mean, we saw it very recently. So I don't know. I don't like the repeats so much. A1, I don't hate, but the fact that there's also B game, a little bit redundant. No idea who this person is. Renee Elise Goldsberry, kilts, great, told. Um, Dem, like one side of the congressional aisle. Like, yeah, I don't know. Not bad. There weren't a lot of highlights in this one, but it was smooth and it was quick. And on a Friday, especially coming off an epic fail like yesterday, I'll take it. Smooth and quick works for me for today. So I hope you checked out my video yesterday and saw that sometimes this doesn't always go so well. It's it's a bit of a crapshoot just getting out here and putting myself on camera and hoping that I know how to solve the crossword puzzle. And sometimes I don't. So just trying to make sure that I keep things transparent and that you can see my fails as well as my successes. Anyways, I'm officially done rambling. Like always, do the YouTube stuff, like it, subscribe to it. If you're still here, then I deserve that much. And if you're not still here, then thanks for tuning in, but you won't hear me say that. Anyways, as always, appreciate you guys joining me for a live solve of the New York Times crossword puzzle. And I hope that you'll join me again next time for another live solve. Thanks and have a great weekend. Bye.